So over the weekend, Trump and his son Eric, they played golf in Scotland. Scotland is the birthplace of golf. They were playing with the US ambassador to Britain, which is Warren Stevens. They were near Turnberry. It's a historic course that Trump's family's company took over in 2014. There was a lot of security, and the protesters were kept at a distance so they weren't really seen by Trump's group during Trump's round. Trump was dressed in black with a white USA cap, and he was spotted driving a golf cart. So Trump appeared to play 9 holes, and then he went to lunch, and then he came back and he played 9 more. Well, while he is there playing golf, hundreds of demonstrators gathered on the cobblestone and the tree-lined streets in front of the US consulate, which is about 100 miles away in Edinburgh, Scotland, at the capital. Speakers told the crowd that Trump was not welcome and criticized British Prime Minister Keir Starmer for striking a recent trade deal to avoid stiff U.S. tariffs on goods imported from the UK. Protests were also planned in other cities as environmental activists that were opponents of Israel's war with Hamas in Gaza, and they were pro Ukraine groups loosely formed a Stop Trump coalition. Anita was an organizer, and she said the protests were kind of like a carnival of resistance. Trump's late mother, Marianne McLeod, was born on the Isle of Lewis in Scotland, and the president has suggested he feels at home in the country. But the protesters were trying to change that. So Amy White, a 15-year-old teenager, said, "I don't think I could just stand by and not do anything." She was there with her parents, and she held a cardboard sign that said, "We don't negotiate with fascists." She said, so many people here loathe him. We're not divided. We're not divided by religion or race or political allegiance. We're just here together because we hate him. Now, some of the other demonstrators held signs of pictures with Trump and Jeffrey Epstein because the president has grown increasingly frustrated over the constant mention of him possibly being on that list. There was a 63-year-old man named Mark Gorman of Edinburgh. He was there, and he said the vast majority of Scots have this sort of feeling about Trump that even though he has Scottish roots, he's a disgrace. Gorman, who works in advertising, said he came out because he said, "I have deep disdain for Donald Trump and everything that he stands for." Scotland's largest newspaper, the Daily Record, called Trump a menace and a convicted felon. Additionally, a man was arrested at Prestwick Airport for allegedly carrying a placard calling Donald Trump an offensive word. A spokesperson for the Scotland Police said that a 20-year-old man was arrested next to Prestwick Airport on Friday for abusive behavior and refusing to stop after given a recorded police warning. But Saturday's protest was not nearly as large as the group of demonstrators that were across Scotland when Trump played at Turnberry during his first term in 2018. So bagpipes were playing and people were shouting, "Trump out," and raised dozens of homemade signs that said things like, "No red carpet for dictators," or "We don't want you here," and "Stop Trump. Migrants welcome." Some of Trump's supporters went on social media to call for gathering support to support Trump in places such as Glasgow. Trump also plans to talk trade with Starmer and Ursula von der Leyen, the European Commission president, but golf is still a major focus. So the Trump family will also visit another Trump course near Aberdeen in northeastern Scotland before returning to Washington on Tuesday. The Trumps will cut the ribbon and play a new second course in that area, which officially opens to the public next month. So John Sweeney, who is the Scottish First Minister, he is also going to be meeting with Trump during that visit, and he announced that public money will go to staging the 2025 Nexo Championship, previously known as the Scottish Championship. It will be held at Trump's first course near Aberdeen next month. And he says the Scottish government recognizes the importance and benefits of golf and golf events, including boosting tourism and our economy. At a protest Saturday in Aberdeen, Scottish Parliament member Maggie Chapman told the crowds of hundreds. She said, "We stand in solidarity not only against Trump, but against everything he and his politics stand for." And for a while now, President Trump has lobbied for Turnberry to host the British Open, which it has not done since he took over ownership. In a social media post on Saturday, Trump quoted the retired golfer Gary Player as saying, "Turnberry was among the top 5 greatest golf courses he had played in as a professional." The president, in the post, misspelled the city where his golf course is located. But someone has corrected that story to reflect that Trump's family's company took over Turnberry in 2014 and not 2008. What are your thoughts? Do you agree with the British protesters? Put your comments down below and let me know what you think. Like, share, and subscribe for more content. I'll see you in the next video.